Alrighty, ladies and gents, decided to do a quick review today. Let's see, UJ. This is the trade I took. As you can see, it was flat, like I'd mentioned previously. I thought, and I'll show you on the next one, but here is the entry. I waited for it to come up. I waited for the slow to appear, medium, fast, well above the channel. Never panned out. Dropped down to here. If you look, I was using this right here. Where is it? Using a support and resist like right here for my stop loss. I kept it kind of tight because no kitty. I kept it tight because I wasn't expecting it to go too far. I actually ended up even putting a trailing stop on it of 4 pips because I was expecting it to break up and run. If we zoom out a little bit, what I was looking for, as it had closed higher than this previous swing high right here. So I was looking, hey, it broke the previous high, jumped in, and it actually tanked out. So it looks like that was a reversal. Let's take a look at it on here. That was the entry right here. Ah, crap, wrong line. The entry was this candle here on close because it had broken this support. And at the time, the trend line I had drawn on it was right here. So it looked good to enter, but thing tanked on us. So what do I do next? We took a loss. So the next one I was watching is Euro. I had my trend line, started to move up. I was waiting for a break here. Now here's where it looks funny, because the momentum here was okay, and we can see momentum died out. We got a deep dip in. So when I move over to Euro, here, that was almost an entry, but what I'm looking at, and the reason I stayed out of it, because UJ didn't run or do a breakout like I expected. And this one is actually a downwards trend. Even though we see some momentum coming up, we're getting several breaks here, I have not jumped in this. We do have a triple touch, this green line right here. This one, the green. Let me remove this. I gotta select that so it doesn't get deleted. The green line here is a triple touch. It closed slightly above it, and I'm still staying out. We don't have a higher high here. These are higher lows, and down here we're getting lower lows. We are getting lower high, and some slight higher high, so we might have an upwards channel. But due to the fact that the UJ did not perform anywhere close to what it should have been, I'm sitting out and watching. Right now, I mean, it's just, you can see it's kind of flat. The markets don't look that great. There's USD CHF. I was kind of watching it, but you can see flat if we get into the Rincos. And cable's our last one. Cable was down, up, down. Over on this side, I ignored it. This was news right here, and since then it hasn't moved. This whole movement here was news an hour ago, and since then we've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4 candles. So I'm still watching the charts, but I wanted y'all to see what happens when I take a loss and what I do when I take a loss. So the UJ did take a loss, but I wanted y'all to see what happens when I take a loss. And with the market today, I'm not touching anything yet unless I see some serious momentum build up. Again, this was I was expecting a breakout up for a little bit. We had plenty of room to run. If we look, we had plenty of room to run, but it just did not pan out. And when it doesn't pan out, I stop. I review all my charts, take a look, see what happened, and then we'll continue. And I wait for better setups. This was I'd say, it was a low to medium setup for breakout because of everything looked like it was going to go up, but it didn't. So again, since I'm pretty conservative, I won't be touching until we can see some real momentum develop. Because if you look at the Renko right now, we don't have enough momentum to get into anything. I don't think anything's going to run. I mean, the only real move we saw was right here, and that was news. And then we're dead again. I was quite surprised, though. The news, neither one of them moved anything. Again, though, tomorrow we have NFP. For NFP, just so you know, I am not going to be trading it. I do not trade NFP. We're actually going to be going over Windows 10 and how to turn off all the monitoring shit that slows it down, and a couple other tidbits on it. That'll give us something to do to keep us away from the charts. And I'll try and do it slow enough that y'all can follow along if you want, because a lot of stuff isn't scans or anything. It's just quick walkthroughs of things you can turn off. Alright, so there's your update for today. Hopefully you understand why I am holding back now, because when one trade doesn't work out, we want to look. Was this a bad trade? the setup was a little bit weak because of momentum, but it did meet all conditions. But market moved against us. When the market moves against us, we do not want to continue trading because it means if we do, we're dumb. We're going to keep losing over and over and over. So the one try I tried didn't work. So now sit and wait for market conditions to change into some serious momentum. Enjoy, y'all, and have a great day.